Hello, and welcome to my channel. I'm Mandy Grace, author of 10 young adult novels so far. Welcome to a good old-fashioned mid-month chit-chat. Typically, I say typically as if I have been doing these recently, which I have not, but when I used to do them, typically, I would drink some tea out of a very specific mug, and then just sit and talk to the camera for however long it took to just wax poetic about my writing life and whatever. But, so far, living at the farm this summer, which we'll get into, I just don't feel like terribly comfortable filming inside, so usually when I'm living at the farm over the summers, I film out of doors, and it seems really silly to bring out a cup of hot tea when it's like 90 degrees out here, so we're not doing that. Maybe I could have made myself some iced tea, but I did not, so here we are. Anyway, updates. Let's see. First and foremost, clearly I'm living at the farm, which if you've been, watching my vlogs, you'll be aware of already. I'll be here for several months, probably through August, and then I'll go back to my lovely roommate in our lovely house, for when preschool starts, and I go back to actually living life. My summer breaks are I take a pause on real life, and I just live in this fantasy land where nature is readily available to fill my cup and to scare me when spiders and raccoons are involved. But anyway, and there's plenty of time to sleep and to write and to read and to do whatever I want to do in whatever order I want to do it all day long. Summers are the best. I want summers to be all year round. Anyway, so yes, summer is a grand time. So far, I've been here for a week. Technically I moved in before that because it's the middle of June and I moved in right at the end of May. So technically I've been here for 2 weeks. But one of those weeks, immediately after I moved in, I spent 3 days here, and then I went to Chicago for a writing retreat. There's a vlog of that as well on the channel. So I haven't really been here until this week when I got home from Chicago. And I spent some of that recovering from Chicago and a head cold that came on, probably just because I was exhausted from the travel. But otherwise, being exhausted, being sick, yada yada. It's been a really good week, and we've been doing all the things, and it's a really positive. I can't think of the word I'm looking for. Foreshadowing is coming to mind, but that's not the word I was looking for. Anyway, it's a look at how the summer will be. You know what I'm saying? I've run out of words. Anyway. Clearly the head cold is still there and there's brain fog. I don't know. Anyhow. So, let's see. Updates, things. The writing retreat was amazing. We talked about change and adapting to it and stuff. And a lot of it was based on the book Master of Change by Brad Stulberg, which I haven't read yet. I have a copy. I haven't read it. I didn't make time before the retreat to read it. But now that we've gone over the stuff, I really want to read it because it seems like a lot of good stuff, and I was learning a lot, and I feel much more equipped now to face various levels of change in life. So that was really good stuff. And also there was bonding and laughter and tears and bookstores and all kinds of good things. I loved it. Loved every second of it. It was amazing. Yes. There is a vlog of it, but I don't really vlog a lot on retreats. Typically I vlog the drive there and back because I'm alone in a car and talking to a camera to pass the time. But anyway, so yeah, that is the thing. The vlog. Let's see. Other than retreat. And now I'm living at the farm. Let's see. Writing life. we are transitioning out of writing Messiah for a brief period of time. I don't know how brief. We'll see what happens. I don't know. But we're focusing on rewriting and republishing the Finding Hope trilogy, hopefully before the end of this year. And then I can finally be done with those 8 books that I started rewriting in 2022. And I just, would like to be done with them and then get them back into readers' hands. Obviously, Robin Hood has been done because I rushed through the 5 Robin Hood books in 2022 and got them all rewritten and republished in that single year like a crazy person. Wild. But I didn't finish the 3 books of the dystopian story. So that's what I'm working on now. Last spring, whatever, at some point last year, I did the initial rewrite on book 1, and then half the rewrite on book 2. So now I'm working on finishing book 2, and then I'll do book 3, and then we'll do edits and whatever else, and then publish them. That is the plan. Stan. So, the rewrites. I got back into the rewrites in Chicago on the retreat. It was a really easy transition. I thought that there would be Hello. Go away. Sorry. I thought that there would be a brick wall that I was running into, because last summer when I stopped writing it, I could not write Cindy's story. Like, nothing was coming. I was hitting a wall. So I thought that I would have to, break down that wall before I could get back into writing, but it was a real smooth, easy transition in Chicago. It was fantastic. And then since coming home, we've been writing more. So this week specifically, I've written 4,000 words. I haven't even written today. So it's going really, really well, very, very quickly. I only have about 5,000 words of the original book left to sift through and rewrite and edit and change and whatever. Which will probably end up being around 10,000 words in the new draft, because that's just how growth tends to happen when I'm rewriting books for some reason. I don't know. It's because I'm an underwriter, that's why it is. I write dialogue and then narrative summary, and then I have to come back and be like, oh, description, oh, actual setting and scenes and things. Anyway, so that's been happening. The wind is picking up, and I'm kind of hiding behind a wagon. Literally, I'm hiding behind no, not a wagon. What is the word I'm looking for? Trailer. I'm hiding behind a trailer. But I don't know that it will help. So I'm sorry if the microphone goes crackly and weird. I hope not. Anyway, what was I saying about rewriting? I don't know. Yes, it doubles in size because I write so little on first drafts. Even Messiah, which is a much stronger story to begin with, I would say. Even Messiah has been tripling in size as I've been rewriting it, so that book is going to be epically massive. Well worth it though, I think. Well worth it. It's going to be such a good book. Literally, my sister was reading it, and she just looked up at me and she was like, this is actually a good book. I don't know what that says about all of my other books that she has read, but Messiah is actually a good book. So that's, high praise. Also kind of an insult, but it's fine. Anyway, yes, the point is, the books grow, and Messiah is also growing exponentially, but, yes, I think I have roughly around 10,000 words to write to be done with Cindy's book. I think I can absolutely get that done in June, given that in this 1 week I've written 4,000 words, so I have 2 more weeks to do that again, basically. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Anyway, so I think I'll have that done by the end of June, and then in July we'll start on book 3. Book 3 might take just July, might be July, August, might be July, August, September. I don't know yet, because I haven't gotten there and I don't know the speed at which I'll be going and yada yada, right? So I don't want to make a plan and or rush it. But given how fast Cindy is going so far, I'm feeling very optimistic. So I think I am going to go ahead with my crazy plan of publishing all 3 books this fall/winter. I'm thinking October, November, December, right? So, yeah, when I finish book 2 in the next couple weeks, I will, sorry, I heard something in the grass and was like, why, what is that? The answer is a snake. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. I know I made noise and I jumped up. Listen, I was talking the whole time and you were moving without hesitation, so the talking's not what bothered you. Go on, I'm not gonna hurt you. I just didn't want to be sitting right next to you as you slowly made your way right by my leg. Oh, you're so long. Oh, Lord. Have fun in the grasses. I'm not sitting back down. Well, listen, I was going to go up there into the trees and things, because it's actually an open space, where the old house used to be. But I thought I can't sit in the old house because that's where the snakes live. So I decided not to sit in the old house. But I sat close enough to the old house that I still met the snake. Man, nature, we do love living at the farm, and I'm not offended by the snake. I just really didn't want him right by my leg. It kind of gave me a heart attack, to be honest. I heard the grass, you know, just like bending. Like, I mean, he sounded like he was slithering past, but I didn't actually know what it was. And I was like, what is that noise? And then I looked right next to my leg, and there's a snake. It's fine. Anyway, I really freaked him out when I stood up, too. He was like, what? I was just going past. Leave me alone. Anyway, poor guy. What was I talking about? Sit down here. Off the ground. Where the snakies are not currently. Okay. That was fun. My heart rate returned to normal. So, what was I talking about? Cindy. Publishing. Yes. In July. Either before I start book 3, as I'm working on book 3, I'm going to start the edits on book 1, because I already wrote it last year. So I'm going to read through it, do edits, yada yada, whatever that looks like, because I'd like to publish that book in October. Whether the other books also get published this year or not will depend on how fast or slow their initial rewrite and then edits go. But book 1, I'm pretty sure that I can have ready to go by October. So that's my plan. Yeah, that's the writing world so far. If you want to have a first look at the new covers for the Dystopian Trilogy, because I've had those since 2022, just been holding on to them, they'll be in my newsletter first, probably around September, before they ever get seen on like social media or whatnot. Oh, the wind is picking up. Snap, crackle, pop. Outside of the writing world, book coaching, I've been doing client work and like keeping up with things this week, which has felt really amazing. And obviously I want to continue to do that. I also want to, like, I don't know, use my Instagram that's connected to the book coaching, and like post on it sometimes. I'm going to try getting into that, marketing or whatever. And it'd be cool to sign on another client before summer's over, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Reading, I'm getting back into reading. So far it's been kind of slow, because I spend most of my time writing and book coaching client work and YouTube videos, I don't know. So I haven't been reading every day since coming to the farm, but I have gotten back into reading, and I do want it to become more of a habit and more of a daily thing. I have the time here. Did bring all 80 books of my TBR. I don't expect to read all 80 of them, but I'd like to get, like, a solid start there. And also building that habit so that when I go back to work in the fall, I'll still be reading, because I'll have the time in the fall. I won't be nannying anymore. And I'll just be doing the preschool, which is only half days. So I'll have the time to read and to write and to book coach client stuff. I've been talking too much. I've been coughing like a maniac, which hopefully I'm cutting out of the video so you don't have to listen to it. But I need to go inside and like drink some tea. Still maybe partially a little bit sick, but it's fine. Okay, reading, writing, book coaching stuff. That's basically everything. Also nature. This week that I'm currently living in, this week's writing vlog, will feature Mr. Trash Panda, my new friend. Obviously this vlog has Sylvester the snake. Also, there's like a horde of spiders, which you don't see, but I talk about in this week's vlog as well. Nature, man. Nature. I don't really think it's usually this crazy nature-wise in my videos. Like, I see the deer sometimes, and obviously there's bugs that annoy me or whatever, and you can always hear the birds. But a trash panda, and a snake, and an infestation of spiders, all in like 2 days, man. I don't know if my heart can handle this continuing through the rest of the summer. It's too much nature. I mean, it's cool. It's nice. I was not prepared for the snake or the trash panda specifically. Okay, I think I'm just rambling at this point. I mean, that's kind of the nature of these videos, but I think I'm just rambling at this point. So, I'm gonna go in. What am I doing? I'm gonna go inside and drink some tea. I will